Hello everyone, it's me, George Marolive, and in this video, I'll be talking about how my first ever publicly available mod, called Fractured Reality, came into existence, and the future of the mod. So, part 1, Inspiration. It all began in around 2022 with the ARG called The Bottom of the Void, aka the Mark 101 ARG, which I was a massive fan of. I thought the names of the Void entities such as Integrity and Subjugate were kinda cool, but unlike some others, I did not like the designs of them that much, and I thought, what if I redesigned these from the ground up and made a mod about them? So, I made the first iteration of my Integrity design, which later became the Starseer. I also designed two more entities known as Delta and Vend, which aren't actual entities from the bottom of the void, both named after different letters from different languages. And so, after completing the designs of these entities, I made a simple mod that added them into the game, made some lore for it, and forgot about it, until about 2024 to 2025, where I wanted to integrate them with Adventure SMP lore, so got to redesigning. Part 2. Redesigning and new designs. The original Integrity model sucked, so I made a new one fully from scratch and renamed it to the Starseer. I did the same for Delta, but I made it mobile, renamed it to the Summoner, and of course, to make it mobile I gave it legs. Vend sucked so much that I didn't the remake. And instead, I went and forgot about these redesigns until about early 2026, where I decided to create the Presenter, whose head was based on a piece of fan art for the Broken Script, where Integrity had a head shaped differently to the normal design, and had a singular eye at the center, but still had a spaghetti-like body, as is standard for the Broken Script entities. I then drew some artwork of the Presenter so I could figure out how to make the body, arms, and legs look. I settled on a body with thin waist, digitigrade legs, and humanoid arms. The design that is here to this day. Moonbreaker is just a more buff version of the Presenter with 4 arms, and the name originated as a reference to how the moon gets broken in the script, or the bottom of the void ARG. I also got help from my friend Mia for the faceless, but the appearance is done by me. There is also a design and finished model for the boundary that is mentioned in Fractured Reality, but there is no practical way to implement it with my current programming skills due to how massive it is. So I just made it stay in the lore. But don't worry, there's some good news about this. And, well, you'll see what I mean. Part 3. Mod development. After I finished my designs, I thought there should be a mod with these, so I began working on Fractured Reality. It started as an attempt at a horror mod, somewhat like the Broken Script, but I gave up on that and instead tried to make it story-focused, where your gameplay tells the story and gives you the ability to explore the lore, which I integrated with Adventure SMP. I don't have much else to say about the development other than that it was really difficult to make the Starseer boss fight and to troubleshoot the issues with the mod. Part 4. The future of Fractured Reality. I'm currently working on a major update for Fractured Reality called Phase 2, aka the 1.2.0 update. This update will rework many features of the original release of the mod as well as split the mod into two parts, that being Phase 1 and Phase 2. Phase 1 is currently available content in the mod and will be partially expanded by the update, ending with you killing the Starseer, as it is currently. Phase 2 will be a complete restart of the cycle of this, ending with you killing a yet-to-be-revealed boss. It will also feature a new mini-boss called the Immolten, which is basically a nerfed Starseer with less attacks, along with a few new enemies, that being the Enforcer, Shattered, Starcore, Follower, and Truth Seeker. Most of them with a new gameplay gimmick to them. It will also feature a skybox that is specifically for Phase 2, and changes to how you survive against these enemies compared to Phase 1. Also, I implemented the boundary, but not as a fightable enemy, but instead as what you're seeing right now. I'm still really proud of this, I'm gonna be honest. Anyway, see ya!